In a dead city, silence is your main resource. But what if that silence is a lie? Who lives in the apartments above you? That question saved my life when I realized I wasn't the only survivor in my building. Everyone thinks concrete boxes are safe if you barricade the entrance. But they forget about the vertical. I'll tell you how. In 3 months of SHTF, an ordinary panel building turned into a giant digestive tract, and why the sound of keys dropping on the floor above is a death sentence. Watch until the end, and you'll find out why old attics now glow at night. After the Great Blackout, my building emptied within a week. Looters cleared out the lower floors and left. I stayed on the 6th optimal for watching the yard and having time to escape. The logic was simple: above my head, 5 empty floors. No people, no sounds. But in the second week, weight anomalies began. Have you ever wondered how much silence weighs? I started hearing a rhythm. Every night, exactly at 3:15, someone on the 7th floor began moving furniture. Not chaotically, like a looter, but methodically, as if arranging chess pieces. In SHTF conditions, resources are used sparingly. No one would move a heavy wardrobe in complete darkness for fun. I decided to check who my neighbor was. I went up to the 7th floor. The apartment door directly above me was locked with every lock. But from under it came not the smell of rot, but the scent of ozone and damp earth. I broke the lock. Inside, there wasn't a soul, but the floor was covered with a layer of strange gray residue, like ash. And then the plot hole in my head closed with horror. The furniture in the room hadn't just been moved. It had been fused into the floor. The sofa, table, chairs, all of it had become part of the concrete slab. I realized that the sound of footsteps I had been hearing below weren't human footsteps. It was the building itself pulsing. Without electricity and heat, some kind of organic mold or fungus had begun using the building's rebar as a nervous system. It mimics the sounds of life to lure remaining loners upward. I was standing in the empty living room when the sound of footsteps came right from behind me. But there was no one there. The sound was coming from inside the walls. This thing, the urban mimic, doesn't hunt like an animal. It resonates. It probes the floors. When I went upstairs, I became part of its chain. From the ceiling, thin, hair-like strands of rebar began descending, bending to imitate human fingers. The scariest part? I looked out the window and saw the neighboring high-rise. In its empty windows, on different floors, a dim biological light lit up simultaneously. They communicate. The whole district is no longer a city, but a mycelium, where apartments are trap stomachs. I barely managed to jump onto the fire escape when the floor in my former bedroom began to turn soft, like a swamp. If you live in a high-rise and, after this video, look at your ceiling with caution, it means your survival instinct is still working. Like the video if you want more breakdowns of real and mystical threats in the post-catastrophe world. Write in the comments, what's the most unexplainable sound you've heard from neighbors above? You might already be on the menu. Subscribe to the channel. Here we uncover survival secrets in the SHTF world and hidden urban threats every 2 weeks. Don't let the concrete deceive you.